Yeah, the stream, well, that should be starting in about 5 minutes. Good evening, everybody. Anybody that stops by, welcome to KE6GAE, the Hillbilly Ham. My name is Dave. This is where ham radio comes to life. We're going to be doing the Sunday Night Tech Net. Net control will be KC0NSC Tom. If anybody's local to the Springfield area, the repeater is 146.640. It's got a negative offset, PL tone of 162.2. Or if you want to just come by the stream, you want to ask some tech questions, go ahead and put them in the chat, and I'll get them asked on air for you. Maybe we'll get some answers for you. That's what this Sunday Night Tech Net's all about. Sometimes it's just a 3-round rag chew net, but what it's for is for anybody that comes by that's got any kind of technical questions or anything like that they would like to ask. And we try to answer the questions the best we can. With me, if I don't know the answer and can't get the answer on the air, whoever it is, I'll find out what the answer is, and I'll get back to him and get him the best answer I can get. I don't know it all. Even though I've been a ham for 30 years, there's still a lot to learn. That's why my channel is where we can all learn ham radio together. But the net should start in about 3 minutes. And I'm going to go ahead and take a standby and just wait for the net. So good evening, everybody. Once again, welcome to KE6GAE, the Hillbilly Ham. I'm Dave.
This is KC0NSC. This is your 2-minute warning. The TechNet starts in 2. This is KC0NSC. This is your 2-minute warning. The TechNet starts in 2.
Pad buttons for takers. All the US band plans on it, and a nice convenient mouse pad form. Plus you got the tape green and the channel logo and Corky QRP's logo right there, US band plan. We're giving this away. Do we have a promo code? Do we have a promo code? Did I miss that in the chat? I may not have sent it. Look at the numbers. We got 50 so far. We got another minute left. Let's try to get that promo code. Oh. KG6. No. KG5. Yep, no, I copied the wrong one. Well, look, we're going to give that out here at the end to everyone, lovely people who are stood by and hung out with us for the final hour. We got 51 and 2.
Good evening, everyone. This is KC0NSC Tom in North Springfield with the Sunday Night TechNet, brought to you by the Southwest Missouri Amateur Radio Club members. This is a rag chew net. It's conducted in roundtable format. Everyone will have 3 chances to comment. Is there anyone out there who has any announcements? Please come now.
And also, I know y'all love me because I won a barbecue contest. Woo!
Okay, I'm not hearing any. I want to remind you that the live stream is being run on YouTube at Hillbilly Ham, courtesy of David, KE6GAE. Our first comments are going to come from N0KTM. Kevin, take it away.
All right, Tom. Yeah, this is N0KTM over here in East Springfield. Thanks for running the net tonight, Tom. And Dave, thanks for live streaming. Appreciate that very much. Well, kind of a day of rest today after wandering around the NARC yesterday with my two ladies in tow. A fairly new, well, very new general and a technician. And we looked at radios and we looked at radios and looked at radios, and I just love spending other people's money, so they walked away with an HF rig each. So now the real fun begins. I need to get some antennas up and some power supplies and some coax, get them up and on the air. So that's going to be probably the task for the next several weeks for me, is helping them to get their rigs on the air and get figured out how to operate them. So that's my job looking forward. Other than that, not a whole lot else going on around here. For this round, I will turn it back to you, Tom. This is N0KTM. Kevin over in East Springfield, turning it back to KC0NSC Net Control.
All right, Kevin. Yeah, it's a never-ending batch of parts and pieces to get a station up and running, and I'm certain that both of those ladies appreciate what you're doing for them, and we'll look forward to hearing them. It's always nifty nice to get new hams and get them all up and running. So thanks for that. We'll catch you in the second round. We'll go to KE0MAD, Sean out in Aurora. Welcome aboard. Your turn.
Hey, good evening, Tom, and everybody on that. Yeah, yesterday was pretty fun. Didn't spend very much time over there at the Hamfest. Just walked in and found a radio that a friend of mine over here had been looking for, so blew my wad on buying him a radio, and I'll hightail it out of there. But anyway, it was good seeing everybody over there, and had a fun fox hunt afterwards. Wasn't very many people there, but I know we had the Hamfest and a bunch of other things going on the same day. So anyway, that'll do it for this round. I'll catch you on the next one. Good hearing you, Tom. K0MAD.
All right, Sean, tell us, how long did the fox hunt take?
Oh, it was about 2 hours. Let's see. About 2 hours and 15 minutes, I'd say.
Good deal. That's a lot of fun. I've done those before. We'll catch you in the second round. Thanks for those comments. And we'll go now to KQ0Q, Lance. How are you tonight?
Well, hello, Tom, and everybody else. I'm doing fine. I played on radio all day, kind of catch up since working on the Hamfest. But it's not really playing radio. Anyway, everything's going great. No complaints. So that'll be it for me this round. Do we have a tech topic? I guess this is just general tonight. Anyway, maybe I didn't hear it. Back to you, KC0NSC, KQ0Q.
All right, Lance, thanks for those comments. The topic is open tonight, especially since we had a Hamfest and everybody has an opportunity to talk about what they did and all of those good things. come out of Hamfest. Next on the list is KE6GAE David in Rogersville.
KC0NSC and the rest of that. This is KE6GAE. Good evening, Tom. Everybody else on the net. Yeah, I wanted to go to the fox hunt, but after wrenching my back Friday night and then working all day yesterday, I just came home after work. Or after the Hamfest. One thing I'm glad about is I go to other Hamfest, because working the Hamfest and putting on the Hamfest, I don't think I got to see any of the tables except for what was right in front of the stage. Other than that, that's about all we got. I know hopefully Marvin will be on here. He was the winner of the 710. He was really excited when I delivered that to him last night. But that's about all we got for this first round. So we'll pass it back to Net Control, and we'll just be sitting by listening and see if anybody's got any questions. K6GAE, back to Net Control.
I'm sure everybody is really glad that you took a hand in the Hamfest such as you did. And I'm very sorry to hear that you wrenched your back. I hope that resolves itself quickly. Thanks for your comments. We'll catch you in the second round. We'll go now to KC0WSC, Bob out in Republic.
Well, good evening to everyone on the net, and thanks, Tom, for running it and trying to keep us all straight in the line here. I had a good time yesterday going to the Hamfest. I always enjoy Hamfest. You walk around and you see all the pieces and parts, and you get thinking in your head, and then you look at your billfold and you say, well, maybe not. And it's just fun to see various people that you see probably only at Hamfest, and just see how things are going. I did manage to pick up a few items that I had intentions of picking up. One of them is a replacement antenna for my truck. The plastic piece on the inside that goes down on the mount was cracking, which wasn't giving me a problem right now, but it soon would. So I was able to replace that. And then I found a mic, hopefully, that will work with my Kenwood. We'll probably know in a week or so. I had to order a cable for it, but the mic itself is remarkably clean looking, and I got it at a decent price, so I really can't complain about having to buy a cable. Other than that, I guess that's about all I got for the first round. If you hear a lot of banging going on coming from Republic, my printer's giving me trouble, so I might have to take a hammer to it. Anyway, that's all I got for the first round. KC0 WSC.
Okay, Bob. Thanks for checking in. Thanks for those comments. We'll catch you in the second round. And we'll get to hear if that printer survived or not. Next is KF0 CPN, Bob in Rogersville. KF0 CPN, Bob out in Rogersville. It's your turn.
The chat is showing he's offline.
Well, that's a shame. All right, we'll mark him as such. He jumped on. I thought, sure, we had a new victim. All right, next on the list is the man of the hour, Marvin, KE0ZKM. I want to do an over-the-air congratulations on the big win.
I appreciate it. Good evening, Tom, KE0ZKM. Yeah, I couldn't hardly believe it when Dave called me last night, and I was ecstatic over it. I told everybody I was kind of like giddy, kind of like Christmas Eve.
He was.
I haven't even taken it out of the package yet. I have a project here at home I'm trying to get done. I'm trying to get this shed built. So I told myself I'm not going to open that until I get this shed done. Talk about encouragement.
Yeah, that's encouragement.
But yeah, I've been watching some videos and everything on how to use it and what to do and everything like that, and how to run it through the computer. And yeah, there's so many different capabilities with this thing. It's just, I doubt if I'll ever find all of them, figure out how to use all of them.
Yeah, that's a nice rig. And I think it will be easier for you to run than the FT757, especially with that tuner that is on the 757. That thing is, you have to be right on top of it to get that thing to work right. And let's see how you do with the 710. I hope that I get to hear you on the 10-meter net soon.
Well, like I said, I don't know. I still don't have an antenna yet, but I think right now my concentration or focus is going to be getting this thing up and running and, you know, see what I can get accomplished with it. On that note, I'm going to turn it back to you, Tom, KE0ZKM. Thank you.
All right, Marvin. Hey, guys, help him get a vertical for 10 meters so we can hear him on the 10-meter net. That radio deserves some workout for sure. Just checked in. It's some fresh meat. KE0CVU, David in Bodark. What's up?
Well, I can't be real long, but probably one and done, but I did want to jump in here and congratulate Marvin. He's got a great rig, so sounds like he did good. I have to say I know that feeling, and it is an awesome feeling, but it still takes a little bit. Good motivation, Marvin. Other than that, wishing everybody good 73s, and we'll go from there. Appreciate it. You running the net tonight. This is KE0CVU.
All right, David, thanks for checking in, and thanks for your comments. I'm sorry you have to go. KE0CVU, we'll catch you next time, 7-3 from KC0NSC and the group. That's the bottom of our list. Who's out there who wants to check in over the air? Please come now.
KC0QA.
All right, Richard, take it away.
Well, I'm bummed I didn't win. I didn't win anything. Oh well, I never win anything. I did, however, manage to, I just got choked on something. I did manage to find a individual that was selling a piece of something, and I managed to pick it up, so I will be very looking forward to next Saturday's meeting. The next Saturday? Yeah. Next Saturday's meeting when you do your digital. Because I just bought myself a Signal Link USB integrated, whatever those things are called. So now I can do digital. I have been, hang on. Hopefully that finally went down. Sitting here eating some Brahms ice cream or yogurt. I just been laying the microphone on top of the radio, and it's been doing a decent enough job up to now. But anyway, now I have a Signal Link. I don't have to hear that noise, I guess you call it. Of course, I never really minded it. But I got that, and the guy that I bought it off of, I actually have talked to on the radio, but it's been 30 years, or give or take. He worked here in Springfield and lived in Branson and would drive back and forth, every evening. And I got to talk to him for a couple of minutes. I'd never met him in person. Finally got to meet him in person many years later, which is kind of funny. But got to socialize a little bit, which is always fun. I think that's half of the fun of going to a ham fest anyway.
Absolutely.
Where were you at?
I don't go. I'm homebound.
Oh, I'm sure we can figure out some way to get you there.
It isn't so much that I couldn't get there, it's that I better not be there because I have longbacks and my immune system doesn't function.
Well, I could see your point. All right. Well, we're going to have to elect somebody to start going to Hamfest and setting up some sort of camera or live feed so you can be there.
That would be very interesting.
Somebody last year was doing Facebook post for our Hamfest. I don't remember who that was. I know somebody was doing it because I've seen 2 or 3 people walking around from the club doing videos. Anyway, I still can't get my Ned logger to work for some blasted reason. I don't know why. It's not behaving properly, so unfortunately I've got sitting here looking at it and it's just not doing what it's supposed to be doing. So, oh well, I'll be here for round 2. KC0QA.
And what version of software are you running?
317's the NetLogger program. I just downloaded it and installed it, and it's still not working because I was having issues with it the other day, and I uninstalled it and downloaded the new one, and it's still not working.
I'm talking about your OS.
I think I'm on Windows 7, 8, 9, somewhere along in there. It's what it said it was supposed to be for.
Yeah, I have Windows 7 and NetLogger failed on me and I never could get it to work again. You might have to upgrade to Windows 10 or switch over to Linux version in order to get NetLogger to work, and that's a shame. But NetLogger works good on 10 and it works good on 11. The earlier versions of Microsoft, not so good.
I don't know what it was. Up until like last week or week or two, whatever, it worked fine. Now all of a sudden it don't work at all. I don't know what's up.
That's what happened to mine.
Well, maybe they just shut off support for it. I don't know.
No, there's some kind of file mismatch that goes on, especially with Windows 7. And so, I don't know. I never could get it to work. And I just switched over to Linux, and I've never had any problem with it on Linux. And the other laptop I have is Windows 11. Never have any problems there either, but Windows 7 was a nightmare.
I bet it has to do with something that went in the Windows update. I bet they got rid of something in part of the update, and it just doesn't like it, because I know my computer the other day threw a hissy fit that it, and I've got it set to not do updates because I've got my thing set as a metered connection, so it don't do the updates unless I actually let it. So I think it does part of it by itself, and I have to tell it to do the rest, but which I keep it from doing because my hard drive is only 20 gigs, and Windows is 18, which only gives me 2 space to do whatever with, but I think it may be part of the Windows support that they took away.
Yeah, time to upgrade. Good luck with that. Okay, Richard, we'll get around to you in the second round. We've got a new check-in here. KF0KUA, Bob in Springfield.
Comment.
This is KF0KUA again. Maybe I didn't hear a comment. How you doing, Tom?
Okay, you okay?
I'm doing
someone doubled with you, but I am curious. Try it again.
Somewhat positive. Anyway, I'll be around here for the second round, hoping I can catch a little more conversation the next time through. This is KF0KUA, back over to the net.
Comment.
I'm in a little trouble there. Is there someone else out there that would like to check in? Meanwhile, thanks, Bob, for your comments. We'll catch you in the second round.
Comment.
Go ahead.
Hey, Tom, it looks like KF0CPN is back online, so you might want to call him, too.
Okay. Well, then, since he's back online, let's call him. KF0CPN, Bob out in Rogersville. He may be back, but he's not talking.
I'm not hearing him out here on reverse either, so I guess go ahead and see if you get others that want to check in.
I thought that might have been him that doubled with Bob here in Springfield. Somebody keyed. I don't know what was going on there. But we'll call him one more time just to be sure. KF0CPN, it is your turn. We're at the bottom of the first round.
Robert M. Roger.
David, listen to him on reverse. All right, again, we're going to have somebody listen to you on reverse.
I have one more I'm going to try.
He's there. He's just weak. Maybe he's on HT or something.
Yeah, and you might go outside and stand in the clear if you're using a handy-talkie. It's very weak. Back to you. This is KC0NSC with the Sunday Night TechNet. Who would like to be number 12 on the hit list? Anybody else want to check in?
See what was going on.
Oh, go ahead. I didn't get your call, though.
So,
Looks like your radio's cutting out.
he just don't have a tone turned on. K0M80. The store.
Oh, you need the tone. 162.2. If we knew where you were, we would have somebody listen to you on reverse. Get about a syllable and a half in without the tone. All right, well, we'll come back to you. Maybe you can get it fixed up. We're at the bottom of the list. We're at the bottom of the first round. Is there anyone else before I go back up and start over again? I'm not hearing anybody. We're going to start round 2, and that means that we go to N0KTM. Kevin, what do you have for us?
All right, Tom. Yeah, this is N0KTM over here in East Springfield. Don't know if I've got too much more else or Elsmore. I don't know. I didn't do well in English. Anyway, sounds like we got a bunch on tonight, having a good lot of conversation. Let's see. I don't know. Let's see. I got to get up early in the morning. Got another doctor's appointment. This was my general guy doing a yearly checkup. So we'll see what he's got to say about anything or everything. Other than that, I don't think I've got anything else for this round. I'm going to turn it back to you, Tom. This is N0 KTM, back to KC0NSC Net Control.
All right, Kevin, thanks for those comments, and I hope everything goes well with your checkup. Let us know. We'll catch you on the 73 round in a little bit. We'll go to KE0MAD now.
Yeah, this is KE0MAD. Yeah, we had a lot of fun there. It was 2 hours and 15 minutes. One single fox had James and I, was a friend of mine, had us stumped. Is placed behind some bunch of metal buildings, and it was just bouncing signals all over the place. But once we found the second one, we were on fire. It was a 4-0 victory.
Go.
Anyway, yeah, I hope next time, so the next month, which will be the second Tuesday of next month at 2 p.m., we're going to do a 65-watt single high-powered transmitter. It'll be somewhere between 0 and 20 miles away from the starting point. So, again, anybody's welcome to come to it. No club affiliation. There's no entry fee. It's just to go have fun. So anyway, we'll catch you on the next round. KE0MAD.
And that sounds hot. That should be a lot of fun. All right, Sean, thanks for your comments, and we'll catch you on the 73 round. Next on the list, KQ0Q, Lance.
Okay, well, I've got a tech question, and I don't know if anybody can answer it, but I'll throw it out there, and maybe somebody will get it on the way through. But I want to know if there's any way to enlarge the view monitors in NetLogger. Mine shows in a tiny window on a big screen, and I would guess the font is about 4. And since it's not a high definition monitor, it's hard to read even with a magnifying glass. So everything else on NetLogger is pretty wonderful. I use it a lot. So, but that's my technical question. So. Back to you. Had a good time at the Hamfest, I guess, and I know I had a good time, and I'm glad it's over. But I'll be looking forward to it next year, and be looking forward to the Smart Hamfest in June, maybe. Don't really know. Anyway, they are fun. So. That's it for me. Back to you, KC0NSC KQ0Q.
Hello, Lance.
Yeah, are you going to tell me I didn't transmit?
No, you didn't. I asked you, what operating system are you using?
11.
Now, I've got it full screen on mine. But, Kevin, how told me how to enlarge the fonts and everything. So this is my suggestion. Get with Kevin before he runs off, and he could probably give you a tutorial on how to get it just the way you like it.
Well, that's fine, but I'm only talking about the view monitor window. Everything else is fine.
Copy that. All right. He knows just about everything there is to know about NetLogger, so he's a good resource. We'll catch you in the 73 round. Thanks for your additional comments. We'll go now to KE6GAE. David out in Rogersville with the back pain.
KC0NSC and the rest of the net. This is KE6GAE. I'm doing a little better, Tom, today. I relaxed, so that helps. And Lance, you know what? You brought up a good one. I'm not sure how to enlarge just the view monitor one. I can make it full screen, but it doesn't change the fonts on that one. And N0KTM, I sent you an email on that. I think it should be no problem. Read the email, let me know. And if you want, send me the STL, and I'll take a look at it and give you a better quote. Other than that, that's about all we got. And Tom, you said there are a lot of people glad that I was involved. I'm glad I work with the committee I work with on that Hamfest. We work good as a team, and hopefully we'll just keep getting better and better every year. Other than that, that's about all we got for this round. So we'll pass it back to Net Control. KE6GAE, back to Net Control.
All right, David, thanks for your additional comments. And I know I always call you the very busy man. You do a lot for ham radio, and I like to show my appreciation, and I hope others do too. We'll catch you in the 73 round. We'll go now to KC0WSC, Bob out in Republic.
Okay, well, my printer survived the attack. So I am sitting here pulling information. I forget now who did, but somebody was saying they were interested in the club meeting next week because of the FT8 presentation. Well, that's what I'm working on. So hopefully the internet's correct on some of the information that I'm downloading, and that I can deliver it in such a way that is understandable. Of course, first of all, I got to understand it, but you know. Anyway, that's just how it goes. But I hope to have a good presentation on FT8 specifically. It also kind of handles the other digital modes too. I mean, once you get one digital mode working, you pretty much can get them all. But FT8 is kind of a little different, as it doesn't always play well with some of the other programs. But if you sit and do a lot of YouTube and things like that, you can generally get it figured out. When I replaced or upgraded my computer, I had to go basically through the entire setup. I won't say it was fun, but I did learn a few things. So hopefully I'll be knowledgeable next week, and people will learn things. If not, I'll apologize now for not being prepared. How does that go? Anyway, that's about all I got. I guess I'll hang around for the 73 round. KC0WSC.
Bob, thanks for those comments. I have a printer in my bedroom. It's clear across the house from my computers, but it works, except it got the habit of waking me up in the middle of the night, adjusting itself for no reason whatsoever. So I had to stop leaving it turned on. So me and that printer have gone around and around a little bit. So I understand printers are sometimes they're great and sometimes they're a mess, a hot mess. All right, I know everybody's looking forward to your presentation, and just relax, man. Your friends are your friends, so they'll consider whatever you have to say to them. We'll round, and we'll go now. We're going to try KF0 CPN again and see if we can hear you.
Well, I'm actually on the handheld attached to my Yagi up on the roof because my 7250 has apparently died sometime this afternoon. Over.
I do hear you. Great job.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. My base station 7250 was working perfectly fine this afternoon. I was trying to try a different antenna, and it wasn't receiving, it wasn't sending, it wasn't doing anything else. So like I said, I just with my handheld found the right adapter to hook it up to the cable that goes up on top of the roof. So I'll have to figure out what's going on with that. Over.
Yeah, absolutely. We got to be able to hear you, which we're doing really great right now. So I hope you get all the gremlins out of your shack and start working perfectly again.
Let's hope so. Back over to you, Net Control.
All right, Bob. Sorry you missed the first go around, but we will catch you in the 73 round. So just hang loose. And we'll go back to Marvin, KE0ZKM. What's going on out in Battlefield?
Nothing new. Just sitting, just trying to soak up as much information as I can. Nothing new here. Like I said, I'm just kind of giddy about. I'm still giddy about this radio. I just can't even believe it, but excited.
Oh, I know that I would be too, and I'm sure that David out in Bodart knows how you feel after his win. Unfortunately, he had to send it back to the factory and get it fixed, but he's got it back again, and it's working great, so no harm, no foul there.
I don't know that there wouldn't be any harm there, because I'm afraid if somebody took mine away from me, I think my blood pressure would probably go up a little bit. But anyway, thanks, Tom, for running the net. KE0ZKM, back to net.
All right. Yeah, nice to have you on. Thanks for your additional comments. We'll catch you in the 73 round. Next on the list, KC0QA, Richard, here in Springfield.
Well, I'm here for round number 2. Ain't got nothing much else doing. I'm just sitting here copying the mail, as they say. We'll catch you on 73, KC0QA.
All right, thanks for those additional comments, and we'll look for you in the 73 round for sure. Next on the list, Bob here in Springfield, KF0KUA.
This is KF0KUA, Bob in Southeast Springfield. Made it to the second round. So, hopping in on some pancakes, so hopefully I didn't miss my first call on that, Tom. But anyway, just listening in, and I have no idea how to fix Windows on Windows. So, I just sort of trial and error everything I do on my computer. But anyway, back over to the net. This is KF0KUA.
All right, Bob, thanks for those comments. Computers still have the ability to totally baffle me, too, so you're in good company. I guess I'm good. Okay, we'll catch you in the 73 round. We had an individual who tried to sign in. We never got your call sign. You had a pretty strong signal, but apparently no tone, and so you only got about 2 seconds of a burst of what you had to say on the repeater. So did you get that fixed up, and who are you?
And who are you?
This is KF0OCK. I'm on a handy talkie now. Hopefully, can you hear me on this?
My name is Bill. I'm in Springfield.
Okay, I must have did something with your call sign because it says James and in Lakewood, Colorado. So give me your call phonetically, and I'll try to get it listed in there correctly.
Okay, it's Kilo Foxtrot 0
Oscar Zulu Kilo.
Zulu Kilo. See that?
There we go. All right, Bill, we got you in there, and we're able to hear you. Welcome aboard. What are your comments?
Well, I'm new to ham, so I knew you guys were getting on the air tonight, so I thought I'd jump on and see what was going on and check out these radios. I was on my base station earlier, and evidently my, whatever it is, my transmit frequency isn't right on it, but it's working on this handy-talkie, so anyway, I'm listening in on it, and like I say, I'm new to all this, so I'm in for a learning experience.
It's easy enough. It seemed like you didn't have your tone, and the repeater will give you a burst, but it won't stay open without the tone. That may be what's going on with that other radio.
Roger, I guess I need to dig into the instruction manual and figure out what I'm doing on that thing, but this handy-talkie seems to be working fine, but I need to get that base station going, because that's where I'm going to be most of the time. But anyway, it's good to hear you guys, and this is KF0ZK, back to you.
Yeah, that base station sounded good. What we could hear of it is, if you just get the wrinkles ironed out, you should be good to go. My goodness, welcome aboard. Nice to have a new ham, and nice to have your participation. You're at the bottom of the second round. We'll catch you in the third round. Thanks, Bill, for your comments. Who wants to be a baker's dozen? Is there anyone else out there that would like to check in? This is KC0NSC.
KE0YMZ. KF0 KRZ.
Okay, got two of them that time. David, KE0YMZ. My goodness, I've been looking for you. I was wondering how you were doing, not hearing you on Friday night at all, and then not having you respond to text. That's scary.
Yes, well, I had a strange weekend. I spent some time with my brother-in-law, who was, let's say, down on the weather, and so his wife, my sister, wanted to run some errands, and so Friday night was just really strange for me. I didn't make the 10-meter net, and so this weekend's just been kind of strange, and so, but yeah, I meant to get back with you, and then I woke up from my nap and saw the text that you made yesterday, and I thought, well, I'll just get with him on the net tonight, and let you know everything is fine. But I appreciate the concern and everything. I didn't make it to the Ham Fest. Had, like I said, a weird weekend. Plus, I didn't have any money, and I knew I'd want to buy everything, and so I always wear a vest with lots of pockets and fill those up, and then there's always that big thing that you want or two. But I just didn't feel like I needed to spend the money. So Maybe next time. Thanks for letting me in here, and thanks for the concern about my well-being. Everything good over here. KE0YMZ. I'll be here for the 73 round.
All right, David. I'm relieved. And thanks for your comments. I hope you get over the weekend. We'll catch you in the 73 round. And we'll go to our next victim, Curtis, KF0KRZ. How are you this evening?
Okay, Thomas, thank you for running things tonight. Yeah, wasn't able to make it to the Ham Fest either. Would have been nicer, but just some other stuff going on. So, things about the same. I guess congrats on the winner of the radio, I guess. Robert, I believe it was. So, I remember I got David, CVU, when he won the radio. It seemed like not long after that, his truck got stolen. So, if you win at one thing, make sure you got your truck locked. So, but you did get the truck back. So that's a good deal. So win some, lose some. But anyways, things are good here. Kind of looking, I'm debating on what next antenna to get for my FT70D. I guess everybody about buys a different antenna than the one that comes with it. So I guess there's a signal stick and an arrow, a couple others. Maybe I'm not sure which one's really the best. So I'll put that question out if we have time. So KF0KRZ. Thank you, Tom.
All right, Curtis. No, it was Marvin that won the 710 KE0ZKM. So he's a happy camper. David can tell you what antenna. David out in Rogersville. He knows all of the stuff that goes with that. David, can you tell him what antenna to get?
Well, if he's going to use a BNC connector, so he's got a disconnect, the one I would recommend is the Diamond RH77CA. But it's all by choice, but that is the one, especially for your FT70, if you're using a BNC disconnect, quick disconnect, that's the one I'd recommend. KE6GAE, back to net control.
All right, thanks for that, David. Yeah, he's got that radio down to a science, so great deal. And I hope that helps you, Curtis, for sure. There's a lot of antennas that will go on that, but he's got the slick thing. When you get that little adapter and you can go BNC and it quick disconnects, it's just so easy. Anyway, thanks for your comments. We'll catch you in the 73 round. And this is KC0NSC. Is there anyone else out there wanting to check in over the machine? All right. I did not hear a peep out of anybody, so we'll go back up to the top. And we'll begin our 73 round with N0KTM. Hey, Kevin.
All right, Tom. Yeah, this is N0KTM here in East Springfield. Again, Tom, thanks for running the net. And KE6GAE, Dave. Yeah, Dave. Yeah. Yeah, I did get the email. I don't know. I'm toying around with what I want to do about those. It may wind up being more than just a few. So, and I've been thinking about getting a 3D printer for a while. So I don't know, this may just be enough to push me over the edge. But I'll send you the STL file anyway. I don't know. It's just one more thing to clutter up my tech area down here in the basement. So I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. Curtis. Yeah, that diamond antenna is the one that I got. I think I bought it at our Hamfest in June. Yep, I think so. So they are around, and it seems to do a pretty good job on that FT70. So, and I've got one more question for the group, if anybody knows. One of the ladies that we got the HF rig for is tech and a tech, and so they're only going to be transmitting on 10 meters with that, but it's going to be an HOA situation, so I'm looking for ideas about a stealthy antenna. I know possibly a magnetic loop of some sort might be the way to go, but those are pretty expensive unless you can figure out a way to home build one. So that's I think it for me for right now. I'm going to turn it back to you, Tom. This is N0 KTM, back to KC0NSC, net control 7-3.
Comment.
All right, well, you know how to make those loops that guy introduced everybody to on YouTube. That might work. Or there is another antenna that's quite stealthy. It's called the antenna. And you can set it up either vertical or horizontal. Of course, you'd want to set that up vertical. So look up the antenna as in, hen chickens. It's out there, and it's doable. It's a wire antenna. So if anybody else has any suggestions, please come now.
Comment.
Your turn.
Yeah, Kevin, I don't know how much she'd want to spend on an antenna. And it won't be vertical, it'll be horizontally polarized, which would work all over the place. Might not work local for 10 meters, but she's wanting to really talk. It's called the HOA HOA Buster. It's made by Alpha Antenna. It's $250. If you can figure out how he does the unning or the ballon, you could probably make your own. But it turns the gutter system into an antenna. And everybody I know that lives in HOAs, that's what they're using.
All right, very good, thank you. Yeah, and they actually won a $50 gift certificate to Alpha at the Hamfest yesterday. So, all right, thanks, Dave. This is N0 KTM. Back to net control.
All right, any more suggestions? All right, we'll go on to KE0MAD, Sean out in Aurora. Your 73 round.
All right, Tom. Hey, thanks for running the net tonight. And, nothing else going on here. I finally got this back room, radio room, all organized back the way I like to have it. So we'll easier work on things. But if all they're interested in is doing 10 meters, nothing beats just a simple old 10-meter loop, little delta loop. Don't even have to be all that high. All it takes is some wire and a little bit of ladder line. Pretty cheap to make. But anyway, I hope everybody has a great week coming up. And, we'll catch up with some of you guys on the Simplex net on Thursday. Anyway, this is K0MAD, back to net control.
All right, Sean. Yeah, I forgot all about the Delta Loop. Franklin had a Delta Loop, and when it worked, he had some problems with it breaking a few times. We heard him, so it will work. So you might consider that, Kevin, for sure. Thanks for your comments there, Sean. Thanks for being on the net. KE0MAD, 7-3 from KC0NSC, and also 7-3 to N0 KTM. We'll go to KQ0Q. Lance.
Oh, I picked up the wrong microphone. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Well, there's a YouTube channel, HOA Ham, and he's kind of abrupt, but I really like him. One of the more recent ones was, I think he bought it from Chameleon. But anyway, it's a telescoping mast, and he he put a flag on the top of it because he was only talking a couple $100 for that compared to a couple $1,000 for one of the flagpole antennas that's made by who I can't remember. But and then he runs wire off the top of that to the house, and but you know, for 10 meters, 10 meters you could you know, it doesn't have to be very long. You could just drop a wire out of the second-story window probably, and be okay with a small unun or something like that. Or you could do it. You could make a J-pole, but I think just a straight wire would be work fine for 10. Anyway, I'm going to go back to net KC0NSC KQ0Q.
All right, Lance, Marvin has been trying to scratch a hole in his head, trying to figure out what to do. He tried a wire antenna this week, and I don't know if his tuner didn't like it, and he couldn't hear, and we couldn't hear him. So, yeah, you got to get a resonant link. You got to get it to where the radio accepts it or the tuner accepts it. Wire antennas, they work, but you got to know somewhat what you're doing. So KQ0Q, Lance 73 from KC0NSC, and the group will catch you later. Next on the list, KE6GAE. Hey, David, you're 73 round.
Now, KC0NSC, and the rest of the net, this is KE6GAE. Yeah, and Sean's right. Delta Loop would be a good antenna, too. A lot of it depends on which antenna you go with, on how bad the HOA is. Both the ones that the guys I know live in, they're constantly going around and sending letters out. That's why they went with the HOA buster, because they can hide it and just make it connect down at the bottom of one of the gutter spouts, and it's all the rest of their gutters makes their antenna, so it works for them. But didn't even think about, like I said, didn't even think about a Delta Loop, like Sean said. Other than that, don't have a whole lot. I think we're gonna have to go over to Marvin's and see how his setup is. I mean, he could be in a hole too. That could be part of the problem. Other than that, and without being able to see it, wouldn't know. Other than that, hopefully everybody has a good week. We'll say 73 to all, and pass it back to Net Control. KE6GAE, back to Net Control. Thanks for doing the net, Tom.
All right, David, and thanks for running the live stream for us. That's really nifty neat. Yeah, that antenna I mentioned is a modified Delta Loop. It is a loop antenna. So there are lots of choices out there for sure. Thanks for your information. KE6GAE will catch you next time. 7-3 from KC0NSC in the group. Next on the list, KC0WSC Bob out in Republic. Your turn.
Alrighty. Well, you know, I don't really have a whole lot to add. I've been listening to what people's been talking about and just kind of sitting here, kind of relaxing for a change. It's been a busy day. Of course, we had church in the morning, and then I made the mistake earlier this week of ordering, I'm not going to call them Christmas lights, but I ordered those pucks that you can put under your eaves that you can basically create a light show. And I had no intention of even tackling that project until later on down the road, but we was over at the son-in-law's, and he said, "Oh, I want to see how those work." So we spent the rest of the afternoon installing those, and they actually work pretty well. I'm quite impressed with them. So anyway, that's been my day. I tell you what, I think I'm going to call it quits and go back inside the house and prop my feet up and maybe watch the rest of the football game. I'm assuming there's one on anyway. So 73s to Tom, and and the group, KC0WSE.
All right, Bob, thanks for those comments. You take it easy. KC0WSE 73 from KC0NSC in the group. We go now to KF0CPN.
Oh, had a info for Curtis maybe. I have the diamond and the signal stick, and I have them. They come. The signal stick comes in BNC2 if you want to do the quick disconnect, which I have for my VX for my emergency radio. I did a distance test on 5 different antennas moving up from Springfield, and the signal stick and the diamond tied for the best reception, but I really like the flexibility of the signal stick. So that's my 2 cents worth, and that's probably about all I have. KF0CPN.
All right, Bob, thanks for that information for sure. You have a fine evening. We'll catch you next time. KF0CPN, Bob 73 from KC0NSC in the group. And we'll move on to Marvin, KE0ZKN.
Nothing else going on here, so I'm just going to turn it back over to you, Tom, and say thanks for running the net, and thanks everybody for sharing any information you have. I appreciate it. 73.
All right, Marvin. I hope you get an antenna set up working. I want to hear you, and everybody else does too. So enjoy and get all studied up on that radio so that you can operate it. And hey, it's going to be fun. KE0ZKM, thanks for all your comments. 73 from KC0NSC. Catch you next time. We'll move down to Richard, KC0QA.
Well, good evening. I just recently found a deck of cards that I did not know I had. So I've been sitting here for the last few minutes trying to arrange all my cards by order. And when I got to the end of it, I found I was missing a few cards. And I need to put my glasses on because the 5 of hearts does not belong in the diamonds pile. Apparently I put the wrong one in the wrong pile and couldn't figure out why I didn't have the right card in the right pile. It was somewhere else. All the red ones were where they were supposed to be, and the black ones were where they were supposed to be. Just, they's in the wrong pile, and I couldn't figure out why I couldn't count all my puppy dog feet right and all my diamonds right, and it didn't work out. And once I figured out that, oh, hey, wait a minute, I got another red pile over here, maybe I need to go look at this other red pile and see if it's in there. And sure enough, the cards are kind of stuck together. I need to get me some talcum powder and put some powder on them because they're kind of sticky. Of course, I think they've been sitting for a while, and I think they've been sticking together, not gotten used. Anyway, that's all I got. I'll sit back and listen some more. Carry on. Great net, KC0QA.
All right, Richard. You have a fine one. Thanks for all your comments. KC0QA 73 from KC0NSC in the group. Next on my list is KF0KUA, Bob here in Springfield.
This is KF0KUA. Thanks again, Tom, for running the net. We appreciate that. I'm going to have to try to powder my cards. I've never done that. See what happens with that. Anyway, yeah, good talking about the 10-meter antennas. So I'm going to have to get busy trying a few ideas on that myself. So anyway, good to be on the net, and we'll send it back over to you and say 73 for now. This is KF0KUA.
All right, Bob. If you find something that works real good, be sure and tell us. We need all the information we can get. You take care. Have a great rest of the weekend, which is not much. And we'll catch you next time. KF0KUA 73 from KC0NSC in the group. We'll go on to KF0OZK, Bill, here in
KC0NSC on the Missouri Digital Calling Group.
All right, he may not have understood it was a 3-round trip there. We'll call him one more time. KF0OZK. Bill, your 73 round.
I went inside to see if this talkie's working there, and it doesn't work very well, obviously. But I'm back outside now. Can you read me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, I didn't have much more to say. I'm enjoying hearing some of the technical stuff about the antenna. I don't have anything to offer for that, but anyway, I did enjoy the Ham Fest yesterday at Nixa, and my first one was the one that was up here in Springfield back when was that last summer or last spring, whenever it was. But that's quite the learning experience, just to hang around those. But that's all I have. I just wanted to check in and see how this radio is working. It must be working okay, the talking one at least. So anyway, that's all I had. This is KF0OZK, and I'll go 7-3.
All right, Bill, thanks for being on the net. Don't be a stranger. Come back. We will love to hear new hams for sure. And thanks for all you had to say. You'll find out we're really quite informal here anyway. KF0OZK 7-3 from KC0NSC and the group. Later on. Next is KE0YMZ David.
Thank you, Tom. Well, I enjoyed the 2/3 of the net that I was able to get in on tonight. I made a little run to the store before they closed on the first round, but really enjoyed the net. 73, everyone. KE0YMZ.
All right, David, you take care. Enjoy your recliner. Have a fine one. Thanks for all your comments. KE0YMZ 7-3 from KC0NSC and the net. We'll go to KF0KRZ. Curtis, we'll let you close it all up.
Okay, well, thank you, Tom, for running things tonight. Another smoothly run procedure here, so thanks for the antenna information. Kind of slowly programming up that 70D. It's not too difficult here. I've got 15, 20 frequencies in it now. I have to do a bit more, but still got 900, so I should have plenty. It's the Veterans Day tomorrow. Thank those who serve our nation. If you know some, they parade in Springfield, I guess, at, I don't know, 10 o'clock or something. I guess they've back to doing that, which is a good thing. So if you can make that, support our troops, that's for sure. So anyways, 73 to KC0NSC. This is KF0KRZ.
All right, Curtis, thanks for being in on the net and checking in and making comments and just general participation. KF0KRZ, until next time, 7-3 from KC0NSC in the group. Now, that leaves us at the bottom of the 73 round. Are there any odd comments or is somebody who wants to check in last minute? Do it now. Okay, it sounds like it's all over. So thanks, guys. Great participation tonight. Enjoyed every bit of it. And y'all take care. 7-3 from KC0NSC. I am now closing this net and releasing the repeater to normal service.
All right, everybody. Thanks for stopping by the net. If you stop by and watch this later, put the comments down below what you think. Give me a like, give me a subscribe. And we will, hopefully everybody has a good week. We will talk to everybody later. So we'll say 73, y'all. And thanks for stopping by KU6GAE, the Hillbilly Ham.